Hi Safe Haven team, this is Courtney Pegram and I'm creating these videos with my team so that you have a chance to kind of review the curriculum with us and have a better sense of like, how do I do this and what are some key points for each unit. So welcome to Unit 1. This is the unit on introduction. So we're going to learn about each other's names and how to get to know each other and interviewing. So the goal for this unit at the end of the week is every child should know each other's names and they should be using it more frequently. Your staff should be using their names too, like Kevin, great job, Kayla, thanks for sitting down. So positive reinforcements with their names is really important. What also is important about this unit is learning how to pronounce each other's names and creating these name games so that they can practice in a safe environment. So we've created some different activities that you can use, and then we put together some interview sheets that are customized for each age group. So from pre-K to like first grade, there's certain questions, second grade to fifth grade, middle school, and then high school. If they don't fit exactly in that format, just look at the questions and figure out which would be best for you to pick. So again, these units are super flexible. So you could do everything in one day if you choose to, which would be a little hard, but you also can split it up on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Monday, Wednesday. We really want Friday to be a fun day, so just the kids have some free time and some games. And we have some activities that we recommend. So like for this week, group juggle is a great one to do at the end of the week. You can start by looking through the curriculum. So first read through the content exploration, then go and look at the best strategies or practices we put in place, and you can read the unit debrief. Then what I would do is go through the activities and kind of map out when you want to do which activity. So for example, the name games are really good to do in the beginning of the week so that everyone grasps each other's name, but then also doing the interview sheets midweek, and you can eliminate printing them out if you have 1 or 2 copies per team versus everyone having a copy. And then for the younger kids, I would just like print out 1 copy and then use that one and do a circle. Have circle time and do the questions with the kids. Have them raise their hand when they want to answer. Creates a more controlled environment. And then our last activity, like I said, is group juggle. That you can use at the end of the week. So here's what we want you to do, is you can use any type of ball, tennis ball, a very soft ball, even a stuffed animal. You don't have to have up to 20 balls, but the activity is designed that way. So we went back and we tweaked it a little bit so you can only do like 3 balls or 5 balls, but it's more about setting the goal with the students and having them achieve the activity by also using each other's names. So at the end of the week, we want everyone to be using each other's names. We want staff to greet every time a child comes into the room using their names. That's really important. Staff repeating their names too, so the students know who they're talking to. So if they need help or support, they can go to your staff and they know that they're there for them, but I also know their name. The real importance of introduction, it comes down to really understanding why we use each other's names and the importance of a proper introduction versus an inappropriate one, or just like I'm acknowledging you. So the idea with the kids is you can do this from pre-K to 8th grade, even older, we do it in high school all the time, is showing them a proper introduction. So obviously for younger kids, you can format it like, how do we make friends here? How do you introduce yourself into a new group? On the playground. For older kids, it's like, hey, you're new in class or you're with a new group of people, how do you introduce yourself? So it's really about the verbiage and formatting it for each grade. So we give you some examples of how to do it, but we really want you to customize it for what works best for you. And then what we want to do is really like emphasize the important appropriate stuff and sometimes things what are not appropriate and why. So I would start with the appropriate positive and then go into the what not to do after. We put together a series of debrief questions and things you can ask the students. I would recommend doing that in circle time, but you know, we were at your sites this week, and if you need to do more classroom setting, that's fine too. So overall, this unit is can be up to 2 hours of content and activities, but you can divide it up into like 45-minute segments, half-hour segments, as long as you get through the goal of everyone knows their name, and also like they had an opportunity to interview each other and learn about each other and develop connections, and now they know how to do an introduction. So 3 things: knowing each other's name, knowing how to interview and getting to know each other, and then finally, it's like using each other's names and a proper introduction. So those are the things we want you to focus on this week. So we'll have these videos once a week, and then we'll be able to give some of our tips, tricks, and how to use it. In closing, I want to explain the unit catchphrase. So this week we put together a unit catchphrase for you, and I have it right here. It's nice to meet you. I would love to get to know you. So this is how I use the catchphrase. Every time you start the day, it could be like, our catchphrase for the week is, nice to meet you, now I want to get to know you. So we put together all these catchphrases. Sometimes they're really silly, sometimes they're more like thought-provoking, but it's to give the unit more of a holistic approach, so that way we have catchphrases, we have actual topics, activities that work with those topics, and then that for each different level, there's different activities that would fit the kids. So that's what I want to say in closing. So if you have any other questions or you need more resources, please contact us, and we'll be talking to you next week. Thanks. Bye.